When Kim Jong-un travels, it's not just a trip, it's a spectacle. His movements are shrouded in secrecy, more like a spy thriller than a diplomatic visit. Every journey is a carefully orchestrated show of power and control. He's surrounded by layers of security, special planes, armored trains, and convoys of identical cars. This isn't just about safety, it's a message to his people and the world he's untouchable. Each trip is a military operation, with decoy planes and convoys to confuse any would-be attackers. No one ever knows for sure where he is. This level of secrecy is rare among world leaders and reveals much about North Korea's regime. The world saw this firsthand during his 2018 Singapore summit with the US president. He didn't just fly in, he arrived with a fleet, one plane for supplies, another for his armored limo and possibly a decoy. It was a performance, not just a state visit. This dramatic style is a family tradition, started by his father Kim Jong-il, who preferred armored trains over planes. Kim Jong-un has modernized the approach using both air and land, but the core idea remains his movements are a state secret. Security and secrecy shape every aspect of his rule. The leader's safety is the regime's top priority. Every step is protected, every route planned in detail. Even the public only learns of his movements after the fact. The spectacle is as much about psychological warfare as it is about protection. It keeps enemies guessing and his people in awe. The world watches, but no one ever really knows what's happening behind the scenes. Kim's travel is a display of strength, unpredictability, and absolute control. It's a reminder in North Korea the leader is always one step ahead. The secrecy isn't just for show, it's survival. This is how Kim Jong-un maintains his grip on power. Every journey is a statement the leader is always protected, always in command. In North Korea, even a simple trip is a demonstration of the regime's iron will. The moving fortress is both shield and symbol. When Kim Jong-un flies, he boards the Changme-1, an old Soviet Ilyushin IL-62M. Outwardly, it's a relic, but inside, it's a flying command center. Luxurious, high-tech, and secure. The plane is customized with plush interiors, wood panels, and modern communications. It's a mobile office allowing Kim to rule from the sky. Security is paramount. The Changme-1 likely has encrypted communications and defenses against attacks. It never flies alone. Cargo planes and decoys often accompany it, creating confusion and a protective bubble. For longer trips like the Singapore summit, Kim used a Chinese Boeing 747, showing both practicality and reliance on his key ally. Borrowing a plane added another layer of unpredictability and security. The Changme-1 is more than transport. It's a symbol of leadership and a tool of control. Every flight is a statement of power and secrecy. The world may see the plane, but its true capabilities remain hidden. Even in the air, Kim Jong-un is unreachable and protected. The Changme-1 is a flying fortress, reinforcing his image as an untouchable leader. It's a blend of old-school paranoia and modern technology. The plane's very existence is a message. The leader is always prepared, always secure. Whether in his own jet or a borrowed one, Kim's travel is never routine. Every detail is calculated to keep him safe, and keep the world guessing. In North Korea, even the skies are part of the leader's domain. On land, Kim Jong-un rides in a fortress his armored Mercedes-Benz limousine. Bulletproof glass, reinforced armor, and run-flat tires turn it into a mobile bunker. The limo is always part of a convoy of identical cars, making it impossible to know which one he's in. This confusion is deliberate, a classic security tactic. The convoy forms a moving shield, with vehicles for guards, communications, and medical support. Routes are secret, roads cleared, and every detail checked for threats. His bodyguards in sharp suits run alongside the car, forming a human shield. Their presence is both practical and symbolic, a visible reminder of his protection. The spectacle of the convoy, the secrecy of the route, and the discipline of his guards all reinforce his authority. No other cars are allowed on the road, the entire area is locked down. Every journey is a show of power and control. The armored limo isn't just about safety, it's about projecting invincibility. The running bodyguards have become an iconic image of his rule. This level of security is unmatched, even among other world leaders. The message is clear: the leader is always protected, always in command. On North Korean roads, Kim Jong-un's presence is unmistakable and untouchable. The fortress on wheels is both shield and stage. Deception is at the heart of Kim Jong-un's security. Body doubles, trained to mimic his appearance and mannerisms, may stand in for him at public events or in convoys. Decoy planes and cars add another layer of confusion, making it nearly impossible to track his real movements. Multiple planes may take off at once and identical convoys leave from different exits. His schedule is never announced in advance. State media only reports after events are over. This blackout keeps enemies guessing and prevents any chance of a planned attack. The constant uncertainty is a powerful defense. These tactics create an aura of mystery and invincibility. For North Koreans, it reinforces the idea that their leader is extraordinary. For the world, it's a reminder of the regime's secrecy. Doubles and decoys aren't just security, they're part of the myth. The leader is everywhere and nowhere, always one step ahead. It's psychological warfare, designed to keep everyone off balance. In North Korea, even the truth is a state secret. Kim Jong-un's armored train is a moving palace, luxurious, slow, and nearly impenetrable. Painted dark green, it can stretch up to 20 carriages, each with a specific purpose: offices, bedrooms, security, and supplies. The train is built for security, not speed. Its heavy armor protects against bullets and explosions. It crawls along at about 37 miles per hour, allowing security teams to stay vigilant. An advanced train checks the tracks for threats, and guards line the route. The train is a self-contained world with its own power and communications. Kim can govern from anywhere, holding meetings and making decisions on the move. He's used the train for high-profile trips to China, Vietnam, and Russia. His journey to Hanoi in 2019 took over 2 days, a deliberate, powerful statement. The slow-paced project's calm and control, echoing the travel style of his father and grandfather. The train's presence is a reminder of tradition and strength. While the world waits, Kim moves securely through the countryside. The armored train is both a fortress and a stage for his leadership. It's a symbol of continuity, power, and absolute security. In North Korea, even the rails are part of the leader's domain. The green train is a rolling monument to secrecy and control. Kim Jong-un's taste for luxury extends to the sea, with several high-end yachts docked at his private coastal villas. These floating palaces, some over 200 feet long, feature pools, water slides, and lavish interiors. The yachts are a direct challenge to international sanctions, flaunting his ability to acquire banned luxury goods. He uses secret networks to buy them, showing the limits of sanctions and his determination to live lavishly. The yachts are also part of his security bubble. Navy boats patrol the waters, ensuring total privacy. Here, Kim can relax or entertain, far from public view. The yachts are more than leisure. They're another symbol of his power and untouchable status. Even at sea, the leader is surrounded by luxury and protection. In North Korea, every mode of travel is a fortress. Kim Jong-un's elite bodyguards are the final layer of his security. Known as the Guard Command, these men are handpicked for loyalty, skill, and even height. Their training rivals that of special forces, weapons, martial arts, and threat detection. Only those from the most trusted families are considered. Their job is to be a human shield, ready to react instantly to any threat. We see them running alongside his car, forming a tight circle in public, always alert. Their presence is intense and highly visible, a constant reminder of the stakes. They carry concealed weapons and operate with absolute focus. A single mistake could be fatal, so their vigilance never wavers. Their coordinated movements and serious expressions are part of the leader's image. They don't just protect, they project power. The bodyguards are both shield and symbol, reinforcing Kim's status as untouchable. Their loyalty is to the leader above all else. In North Korea, the human wall is the last line of defense. Kim Jong-un's extreme secrecy isn't just for show, it's survival. In North Korea, the leader's power is absolute, and any vulnerability could threaten the regime. Security measures are designed to prevent both internal coups and external attacks. Secrecy protects against betrayal from within and espionage from abroad. The constant show of force warns would-be challengers and reassures loyalists. Foreign intelligence agencies are always watching, so unpredictability is key. The leader's safety is tied to the country's stability. If Kim were compromised, the regime could collapse. In North Korea, secrecy is the foundation of power. Kim Jong-un's travel methods are more than transportation, they're a symbol of his rule. The armored train, private jet, and convoys create a moving fortress, projecting total control. Every journey is a demonstration of authority, roads cleared, guards mobilized, the nation on alert. Unlike other leaders, Kim's travel is defined by secrecy and isolation. He's rarely seen unguarded, always surrounded by his human shield. The resources spent on his security highlight the regime's priorities. For North Koreans, it reinforces his godlike status. For the world, it's a display of defiance. Every move is a performance of power. carefully directed for maximum effect. The moving fortress is a perfect metaphor for North Korea, isolated, guarded, and always in control. In the end, Kim's travel is both shield and stage, an unbreakable symbol of his absolute authority. In North Korea, even a journey is a show of power.